Hello everyone, welcome to Academic Reading Strategies 1. This is week 10 class, so welcome to week 10 lecture. Let me quickly give instructions on what you have to do for this week. So we are doing reading 2 of unit 3, which is answers to all your travel questions. So you should have your textbook open to page 58 of your textbook. Please open to page 58. And as always, whenever you see this mark in the screen, please stop the video for a couple of minutes and work on the activities that are required. And then when you finish, continue. So let's begin. The topic for our text today is answers to all your travel questions. The objective of this lesson is you're going to read an online discussion board. Online discussion board is like chat room where people comment, and if you have one question, other people give answers to you, like any ideas you want to look for, with questions and advice about customs in different countries. Customs is traditions, cultures in different countries. Use the posts to gather information and ideas for your assignment. Okay, so please use the reading for your assignment. Before we go to the main reading, there are vocabulary. So you have to do vocabulary exercise from number 1 to number 8. But before we talk about that, let me quickly explain the meaning of these vocabulary to you. Here are the words. Okay, you have advise, custom, interrupt, take part in, informal, traditional, avoid, and typical. Let's see, advice is a guidance or recommendations. So if I give you some suggestions, that could be advices. Custom, as I said previously, is a tradition, something people do habitually. For example, in Japan, you take your shoes out when you go into somebody's home. That's a custom. Interrupt is to stop something when it is continuing, stop the continuous progress or break in. Take part in means to involve, to join in an activity, to be involved in something. Maybe informal, you all know, informal situation and formal situation. So informal is more friendly, more relaxed, or casual, which we use in unofficial setting. When it is official, it could be formal. Traditional is something that is existing in, or it's a part of tradition, which has been established many, many years ago, okay, long established. Avoid is to prevent something from happening. Keep away from something is avoid. Typical is specific or having distinctive quality or usual. Okay, so remember these vocabulary, and when you do the reading, try to understand these words in the context. Okay, so now stop the video here and look at your exercises on page 58 and 59. Check the answer for each word underlined, and later you'll have to submit your answer through Google form, which will be available to you from my talk. So stop the video here and work on this for about 2 minutes. Okay, I suppose you have finished working on the vocabulary. Now let's go to reading preview. If you look at this page, page 59, in this online discussion board, travelers ask for advice about customs in different countries. What kinds of topics do you think the travelers will ask about? So it's for you to think freely. What kind of topics do they talk about? Like greeting people, how do they greet? For example, how do you greet people in Japan? How do people greet in other countries? For example, in my country, people do this, they join their hands and they say namaste. That's a greeting. Or conversation topics. What kind of areas are okay to talk about. For example, is it good to talk about their income, salary? Is maybe not, okay, depending on the cultures. Next, giving or receiving gifts. What kind of gifts you can give to your host when you travel to other countries, or what kind of gifts are okay to receive. And table manners. Table manners means manner at the dinner table, or when you have a meal, what kind of things are okay and what kind of things are not. So stop the video here, try to think about what would be the reading about, and any other ideas if you think there are. Think about those. So I would like to ask you to stop the video here and work on that. And maybe some of them, like others, for example, what's formal, what is informal? Formality, okay? There could be, formality could be another advice people would give in the travel, in the online discussion board, or when to leave a tip, okay? You go to eat at a restaurant, do you leave a tip there or not? And appropriate work clothing, what kind of clothes you wear when you go to work. For example, different places require suits, but some places may not. So that's what it is talking about. Now, we're almost at the end, so please work with the reading now. The reading is, now read the online discussion board on page 60 and 61 of your textbook. Then use the Google form link from my dog or your email to submit your assignment for this week. That's all for today. Before I finish, I want to quickly show you the Google form. It would look like this, okay? Here in the beginning, type your name and your student number, and you have different sections to work on. So when you finish, hit the submit button, then so since that, your work will be done. So that's it for today. I will send you another video for next week. Goodbye.